With that, we move to the public market. The Fed just raised overnight borrowing rate to 2.5, raised 25 basis points. What does that mean for you? That means your average cost of living is going up, right? So anything you go from if you're saving money, that means you're saving a little more. But if you're actually borrowing money from your credit cards, you're buying a house or you're buying a car, that rate will go up. So stocks fell, 10-year treasury fell.
The stock market's down another 620 points today.
Thanks for making that obvious. And also, investors are closely watching the 2 and 10-year inversion, and Feds are planning to raise the rate twice in 2019. But as we've seen in 2016, they said we will only raise the rate approximately 1, but they did it 4 times. So this is not something you can hold on to them. And third interesting thing that I wanted to move to India. What is going on in the Indian markets? Look, obviously what happened in the US, we live in a global world, it's similar. The markets were down, but what's more interesting is I want to talk about the Indian ETF market. In 2008, ETFs were less than 1% of the total mutual fund industry, and today it's about 4% of the total industry. Wow. In the US, in equivalency and in comparison, US is about 15% of the total market. This year, the Indian ETF market grew by 20%.
Wow.
What does that tell you? That tells you more and more investors are investing, but they're smart. Yeah. They're looking at saying, rather than betting on one company, let's bet on maybe in the same industry, financials, consumer. They're investing in basket of stocks, depending on how they're using that to their benefit, right? Yeah. So that is actually a smart way of investing. Even index ETFs, you've seen they're very common these days, right?
So are you seeing in ETFs in India, are you seeing more and more of them getting money by institutional investors pouring money in, or retail investors?
So still, I would say this is more and more institutional investors. But I think as you've seen, ETF came to light in India in 2008, right? Yeah. India is a growing economy. I think people are finding it more interesting as we go. I think more and more retail investors in the coming years will buy into. But I think this is pretty much, or I'm pretty sure, as we've seen the numbers, it's pretty dominated by institutional investors.
Got it.
Moving to another, so staying in the retail community, we just seen in terms of record numbers flowing in the retail sector in India. In terms of FDI, we've seen earlier, partially it has to do a lot with Walmart acquiring Flipkart, and now earlier last year we seen Amazon acquire stake in Stop Shopper, and then in September more. But now we've seen Amazon acquire or partially acquire stake in Future Group, which owns Big Bazaars and Nargilis. They have about 540 retail shops across India. Yeah. So, you talk about Swiggy earlier. Is this becoming like, if Amazon is an online e-commerce platform, now they're going pretty much against for the battle against Walmart? Is this going to be food delivery to your house?
You want to be vertically integrated, right? Look at what they did here. They bought Whole Foods, right? Now you can order Whole Foods. You will have Whole Foods delivered to your house from Amazon. Right? And there's no reason that they're not going to try and duplicate that strategy in other markets, India being a prime market for them, right? So I think this is definitely something that we want to keep a close eye on. Of course, there are regulatory things to be careful about in India. They can't easily acquire all of Future Bazaar. So, it's probably going to be a minority stake in the beginning. They'll work together. They'll spend some time kind of softening the government stance on some of this stuff, and let the customer benefit from it.
I'm just saying it's becoming easy and easy just to sit on your couch, watch TV, and let just everything. Yep. On a click of a button, everything comes to your house.
Yeah.
With that.